to roll on YouTube and Facebook shortly too. Okay? No. You are currently authenticated. That sounds good. Good. Awesome. Great. Okay, so I think we're rolling now on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. Everything is on. Today we are testing some new live streaming software, so hopefully everything goes okay. We're excited to be back again. Thank you, as always, for joining us live this week. This week we are talking about your education. This week's topic is your education. So we're going to talk about your studies. So this means what topic you studied. This could be in university, in college, in high school, or other programs. We're going to talk about your university, so how to explain the school you attended. We're going to talk about your continuing education, and then we're going to talk about a couple related phrases that you can use to talk about plans, so like study abroad plans or
We should be online again now.
we should be online again now? Okay, yeah, I still see it. Great. I see it. Okay. Bear with us as we fix a couple new technical problems. I hope we're gonna make it okay. All right. So as you join the chat, please don't forget to send a message and hit the like and share button too, as it helps other people find the video. Okay, yeah, I see a few people. It seems to be working. Great. All right. So as I said, today we're going to talk about your education. We'll begin in about 1 more minute, I think. Are we okay for YouTube and Facebook? Cool. Okay, sounds good. All right. Then since everything seems to be okay, let's get started. So I'll introduce the 3 parts for today's lesson. First, we're going to talk about your study topic and the level of your studies. So today I'm going to introduce present tense expressions and a lot of past tense expressions. So maybe some of you have finished your studies, some of you are still in school. So I hope you can find just the right expression to use to talk about your situation. If you have a question, please send it in the chat and I will try to check it out. Hi everybody in the chat, Marco and Cario, and on Facebook, Shueb and Boldo and Juan. Hi. Okay, so this will be first. Second topic will be your school. I'll talk about schools and study abroad locations. Third, I'll talk about continuing education and non-degree programs. I'll explain non-degree programs later. For now, let's get started with study topic and study level. So when you are in university or in college, university and college have the same meaning. We tend to use college more in the USA. University perhaps a little more in British English, but you can choose whichever you prefer. I tend to use university more these days, I think. So when you're in university or college, you have to choose a major. So your major is your main topic of study. So it's the focus of your study. That's like the goal that you have, the one topic you want to focus on. Then you can choose another topic that's like your second focus. This is your minor. So your major topic and your minor topic. Some people choose to have 2 majors or maybe 2 minors. So you can express your studies with these 2 expressions. So we use this actually as a noun, major, like I just said, and as a verb. So I majored. This means the topic of my study was. But we use the preposition in here. So I majored in like economics, for example. I majored in economics. This means economics was the topic of my study. I majored in economics. Then to talk about my secondary studies, my not main topic, my subtopic, I use minor. Again, with an ed ending, I minored in something. I minored in, I don't know, like art, for example. I don't know what this person's doing, but I majored in economics, I minored in art. So you can explain your studies if you have finished your studies. This is a past tense expression. I majored in and I minored in something. If you are still in school, if you're particularly in university, and you want to talk about your studies now, use my major is. So here we're using major as a noun. My major is economics. My minor is art, for example. So try to choose the one that's best for you. So the question here that people ask about study topics, if you want to ask someone, you can say, what's your major? If you're a university student and you want to ask a classmate or someone you meet on campus about their studies, you ask, what's your major? What's your major? What's your major is a present tense sentence, a present tense question. If you want to make a past tense question, what was your major? What was your major? So, nice, some of you are sending examples. So I majored in mathematics, perfect. A couple math majors, okay, great. Victor, we are going to talk about the place where you got your major. Yes, that will be part 2 for today's lesson. Julio says, I majored in engineering, perfect, nice. Others, I'm studying microbiology. Yeah, good. So Android, thanks. Android has another idea, I'm studying. So here, instead of major, you can say, I'm studying. So here, we have a present progressive, studying. This is my activity now. I'm studying microbiology. Nice one. Okay, Marco says, I majored in biotechnology. Oh, it went away. Bye, Marco. Okay, he deleted it. Fair enough. My major is mathematics. I majored in programming. Wow, we have lots of mathematics and programming majors. That's interesting. Okay. Someone says my major is English. Very cool. Okay. I majored in accounting. Eric is writing, I majored in filmmaking. Great. Okay, nice ones, you guys. So a lot of you, perfect. My major is computer science. Nice ones, you guys. Sounds great. Okay, so let's talk now about your degree. So the next group of expressions down here are about degrees. Oh, sorry, I forgot one point. One more point. Some of you, I know, choose to double major. I mentioned it. You have 2 focuses of study. So if you have 2 main topics, you can use the expression double major. We use this in the same way as we did here. I double majored in economics and communication, for example. I double majored in art and history, for example. So if you want to express 2 majors, this is how you do it. I double majored in economics and communications. But I want to focus next on explaining your degree. So degree is this key word here, degree. Your degree is the recognition, the certificate, the piece of paper you get when you finish your studies. So that's the thing that explains to other people you have a certain level of knowledge in that topic, your degree. So if you have completed a bachelor's degree, so a bachelor's degree is the base degree at a 4-year university in the USA. So most universities in the USA are 4 years. It requires 4 years to complete education. When you finish those 4 years of study, you focus on a topic, you focus on your major, you finish those 4 years, you receive a bachelor's degree. So this bachelor's is the name of your degree, bachelor's degree. 4 years equals a bachelor's degree. We use the preposition in again here. A bachelor's degree in economics, a bachelor's degree in art history, a bachelor's degree in biotechnology, whatever that might be. So if you have completed 4 years of study, you explain that level of degree with bachelor's, my bachelor's degree. So here, apostrophe S, my bachelor's degree, or I have a bachelor's degree in something. So this is a present tense statement actually. I have, meaning I am finished with my studies. Someone says, I have a degree in journalism. Very nice. Okay, Great. I have a bachelor's degree in law. So a bachelor's. Don't forget this apostrophe S. Nice. A bachelor's degree in law. Perfect. Okay. Someone says my major is sleeping. All right. I'm good at that too. I have a master degree in English. Great. Okay, Basie is on to the next one. The next level after bachelor's is master's. 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 So again, that apostrophe S. A master's degree is the next level. So you've finished 4 years study to get a bachelor's degree. In a lot of cases, a bachelor's degree is required to continue to the next level. Master's degree is typically, I feel like, 2 years of study. 2 years of like very specialized study in a topic. So if you complete a master's degree, you have probably a bachelor's and a master's. So someone wrote, I have a master's degree in English, for example. Perfect. Nicely done. Okay. Someone says, I double majored in English and psychology. Abdul on Facebook. Nice. Others, I have a bachelor's degree in navigation. Nice. A bachelor's degree in industrial engineering. Great. What is your major, Alicia? My major was Japanese language, actually. I majored in Japanese and I minored in cross-cultural business communication. That is true. That is true. Okay, I have a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering, a master's degree in electronics. Great, and don't forget a couple spelling points for some of you guys in the chat there. Make sure this bachelor's, bachelor apostrophe S, master apostrophe S. So it's maybe hard to see there, but bachelor's, master's degree. Andre, I don't have a master's, is that correct? Yes, I don't have a master's degree, is perfect, no problem. Great. Someone says, can you please explain again major? Your major is your focus of study, your main topic of study at university. Okay, good. What's the difference between a bachelor's and a major? So I just mentioned this. A bachelor's degree we receive after 4 years of study. After this 4 years of study, we continue studying extra studies for 2 years to receive a master's degree. The final level here is PhD. PhD. A PhD is like at the top level of study. So you finish 4 years, bachelor, another 2 years to receive a master's degree, and then usually 3 more years of study to receive a PhD. So like a doctor, that's your title. If you have a PhD, your title is doctor. I have a PhD in philosophy. I have a PhD in medicine, for example. So we can list all of the levels of our studies here. Okay. Someone says, can you explain minored again? So major is your primary topic of study. Minor is your secondary topic of study. So like main study, sub-study. Okay. Good. I have a bachelor's degree in mathematics. Fantastic. Okay, great. Sounds good, you guys. Thanks. We have to take a quick break now, though. So we're going to take a look at a couple things. As always, free stuff for you guys this week. So today's topic is about education. So I want to share this. I'll show you this side. I want to share on, can I go to the webcam? In a second. I want to share this free thing that we have this week. I want to focus on this one. This is the education. It says back to school here, really. But for those of you who are studying now, I know many of you are studying now. These are some expressions you can use in school. So these could be instructions from your teacher or things you can say to your classmate, like this one, please lend me your notebook, or let me borrow your notebook, for example. Some other ones, especially for those of you studying English, these expressions, once again, please, or slowly, please. This is something I use with you guys. If you have any questions, please ask, or please send them in the chat. So these are some school and some subject-related questions. Some of you mentioned you studied mathematics. So if you want to get some extra vocabulary and some extra phrases about school and education, please go download this PDF. You can find this is free. The link to this is below the video on YouTube and above the video on Facebook. Please check the description, not the chat box. So you can download this free from EnglishClass101.com. Okay, good. So that is our first part for today's lesson. Lots of stuff. Let's continue on to the next part. Welcome to everyone who has joined us. Wow, there are lots of people watching. Great, thanks very much, guys. Make sure to hit the like button and share, of course, so other students, other learners can find the video. Okay, we're going to continue to the second part. Some of you asked about this, your school. Next, we're going to talk about the place where you received your degree. So, here, I have a simple past tense and a simple present tense pattern that we can use for this part. So, past tense, if you are finished with your studies, you can use I went to university or college name. So, I went to KTH, or I went to Tsinghua University, or I went to UTokyo. If you are studying now, you can use I go to. I go to KTH. I go to Tsinghua. So go or went. We use these two to talk about our schools. So I go to, if you're studying now, I went to, if you have finished your studies. So the question here, if you want to ask someone about their studies, is where did you go to school? Where did you go to school? So here we use go as well. Where did you go to school? I went to university. I go to university. So this is again a past tense question. Where did you go to school? This part, past tense. If you know the other person is still studying, just change this to present tense. Where do you go to school? Where do you go to school? So I went to UTokyo, for example. Another way to express is with this one. So this is another past tense one. This is an important one. I see many people make mistakes with. This verb, I graduated. So first, use this as a verb, not graduation. I graduated. I graduated. And then please use from. I graduated from your university or your college name. I graduated from UTokyo. I graduated from KTH. I graduated from your university name. I graduated from. Graduated from. Good. I went to NDU University. Nice, great. Okay. Others. Some people are typing. I went to college. Okay. I graduated from UCA Nicaragua. Ooh, interesting. I don't know that school. I graduated from Universidad del Cine in Argentina. The cinema university. Cool. I went to God's University. What is that? Please tell us more, Triple Oracle. Okay. Nice grammar though. Nice grammar. Good. Okay. Let's continue on. So I graduated from or I went to. I graduated from or I went to university. Great. I graduated from National University of Nuevo Leon. Hussein says, can we say where do you go to school? Yes, where do you go to school is a present tense question. So you can ask someone you know is studying, where do you go to school? I graduated from Vikram University. I went to the National University of Mexico. I saw that, Julio, you deleted it. Okay, good, great, nice examples, guys. Okay, let's continue then. So, if you want to give more information, I graduated from university or college name, you can include this information in the next sentence. I graduated from whatever university with a degree in subject. So, for example, with a bachelor's degree in economics, or with a master's degree in computer engineering, or with a PhD in medicine. So you can put all of this together. It sounds really natural to share all that information at one time. So So I graduated from UTokyo with a master's degree in architecture, for example. So put all of that information, make one long sentence, and share it in one go. Sounds great. Try to do that. Some of you guys made some really nice sentences about your majors and your degrees, and you shared about the place you graduated from. So you should be able to put the two together. So I graduated from university with a master's degree in art history. So share lots of information at one time. Nice. It will take some time before you see that message, but great, send them through. I have to continue on because we're running out of time a little bit. So try to send a nice long example sentence there. For now, I'm going to continue to the next point. I know some of you are going to or have finished studying in another country. So to express that, let's use past tense. So I studied, past tense, studied. I studied abroad for a time period. So here your time period can be anything, just the time of your study program. I studied abroad for 2 weeks. I studied abroad for a year. I studied abroad for 6 months. So you can use this and you can share the university name or you can share the country name. I'll share that in a minute. So I studied abroad for 6 months at, someone said like UCA, Nicaragua, for example. I studied abroad for 6 months at some location. I studied abroad for 5 weeks at your university. So you can share your study abroad experiences with this pattern. I studied. Again, this is past tense. I'm going to explain about your education plans. That's our last point for today. So past tense for now. I studied abroad. I studied abroad. Oh, nice. You guys have some nice examples coming in. I graduated from Uninov University with a post-grad in marketing. A post-grad. Interesting. Okay, I graduated from college with a master's degree in mathematics. Nice, nice. So making those nice long examples with lots and lots of information. Great. Others. My major was mathematics, Kenji. My major was mathematics is correct. Great. I graduated from UNAM with a bachelor's degree in engineering. Nice one, Julio. Okay, nice guys, great. Someone says, I studied abroad for 2 years. Good. I studied English abroad for 3 years, says Marco. Nice, great. I studied Spanish for 5 years at Carabobo University. Wow, okay. I graduated from Kabul University with a master's degree in agriculture. Wow, you guys have studied some really interesting topics. People have very varied topics of study. It's interesting. Okay, I studied abroad for 3 years at Berlin University. Very nice. I studied abroad for 1 year at a university. Great. Great. Excellent examples, you guys. Sounds good. We can survive? You think so? You think so? Okay, fantastic, fantastic. So let's finish the last one for this section. If it's not study, but maybe you did some work experience. So I did an internship. I did. So past tense again. Past tense did. You could say I had as well. I did an internship. And so we're using "and" here because internship begins with this vowel sound. An internship. I did an internship in country. I did an internship in Japan. That's true. I did an internship in Guam. That's interesting. I did an internship in Brazil, for example. So you can use the country, or maybe you want to share the company or the city that you did your internship in. I did an internship in. So these two are a little different. I studied abroad in or at, and I did an internship in a place. Okay, it's getting a little bit late. So, someone says, what's an internship? Great question. Thank you, Angie. Angie, an internship. If I write here, yeah. Internship means work experience. A work experience. So work experience, usually, well, I shouldn't say that. Sometimes internships are not paid. So you receive no money. You go to a company or an organization just to experience the working environment. So you visit a company you're interested in, for example, and you try to learn the parts of the job you're interested in doing. This is called an internship. An internship. Okay, good. Hope that helps you. Good. I did an internship in Pakistan. Nice. Yeah, sometimes internships have no pay, sometimes they are paid internships. It depends. I did an internship in Algeria. Nice, guys. Okay, cool. You have lots of interesting experiences for sure. Okay, let's continue. Let's see, what time is it? It is 26 minutes past. Oh my god. Okay, I'll do, I guess, one more really quick break, and then we'll finish. The last part's pretty short. It's a lot of text, but it's short. So, I want to change gears a little bit. So I showed you guys this free thing, education-related vocabulary words. Yeah, I'll go over here. But I know many of you are using or are studying English for business, for work reasons. So business English and your interview. This is a situation where you might talk about your education. You might use these phrases. Swap it? What do you mean? Yeah, I know. I was purposely showing the backside. So this is the business English PDF. So there are some office phrases here, but I wanted to focus on this part on the back. So these are some things you can use in business meetings, but it's hard to see. Sorry, guys. These are some expressions for the office. So I was thinking that this is another case. Sorry, it's really hard to see, guys. So you have to trust me on this. But this is something I thought it would be good to pair with today's lesson, because I know a lot of you are interested in job interviews and using English for work. So these might fit together kind of nicely. So if you would like to find this and see it a little bit clearly, there's some stuff on here about meetings. There's some stuff, vocabulary about different job positions in organizations, and there's also just some kind of motivational work-related quotes that you can think about. So if you want this, you can find this for free. The link for this is below the video on YouTube or above the video on Facebook. Please check the description, not the chat box. Okay, so with that, let's finish off today's lesson. I mentioned today we're going to finish with continuing education and non-degree programs. So what does this mean? So continuing education means like your plans for the future education, or maybe you finished your studies but you want to learn something else. I also have here non-degree programs. Non-degree programs. So at the beginning of today's lesson, we talked about bachelor's degrees, master's degrees, a PhD. So those are degrees. So it's like an official, official certification from a university. However, a non-degree program does not give you a degree, but maybe you get some special certification. So we're going to talk about a few phrases for that. First, continuing education. So these are some expressions you can use to explain your continuing education or your plans for your continuing education. If you are a researcher, so lots of you said like you're studying mathematics or computer science. If you're a researcher, you can use the progressive I'm researching. I'm researching before your topic. So I'm researching people's use of social media, something like that. I don't know. So I'm researching plus your topic. So here I'm researching plus your topic. Maybe you can include your what you hope to learn. So I want to learn more about something. I'm researching this topic. Something else. I want to take a course, or I want to take classes about. I want to take a course. So when you're pronouncing this to and take, I want to take a course. We connect these together, not I want to take a course. We don't say it like that. I want to take a course. I want to take a class. I want to take classes about topic. I want to take a class about music. Or I want to take a course about art history. I want to take a course in engineering. So if you have plans to study something else, you can express with this. What's the difference between course and class? Course is like a full program of study. So for example, like 12 weeks of study with like a lesson every week or every 2 lessons a week, for example. That's a course. A class is like maybe just 1 time or maybe 2 times, something like that. So a class is one individual like lecture session, and then a course is like a long program of study. That's the difference here, course and class. Though I suppose you may find that some schools have kind of different like plans for courses and classes, but generally that's the difference. Okay, let's go to another pattern. If you're planning to do an internship, you can say I'd. So here, I'd means I would is what this means. I'd like to do an internship in. I'd like to do an internship in. Here, we've used in. You can use a country or a city or an industry here. I'd like to do an internship in Morocco. I'd like to do an internship in Sweden. Or I'd like to do an internship in a specific like electronics industry. I'd like to do an internship in communications. So you can use an industry name there as well. Okay, finally, if you're thinking about getting a degree, another degree, for example, you finished your bachelor's degree, you want to continue to a higher level, sorry, you can use this. I'm thinking about getting a master's or a PhD in, just as we did here, PhD in something. I'm thinking about getting a master's in architecture. I'm thinking about getting a PhD in philosophy. I'm thinking about getting a PhD in communications. So thinking about getting, this becomes very, very short, very reduced. Thinking about getting. I'm thinking about getting a PhD. Good. Okay, let's finish today, lastly, with non-degree things. Quickly, because I'm late. I talk too much. Okay, so non-degree programs. If you missed my explanation about non-degree programs, please rewind this video slightly. It's being recorded. So I have a certification. So there are 2 key words here. Certification. I have a certification in your topic. I have a certification in first aid. I have a certification in editing. That's true. I have a certification in digital media. I don't know. Depends on your program. So I have a certification in your topic. Next, this is essentially the same thing. I'm topic of study certified. So I'm first aid certified, for example. These 2 sentences really mean the same thing. You can choose. I'm something something certified. Finally, same thing. I'm a certified plus your job title. I'm a certified accountant. I'm a certified teacher. I'm a certified diving instructor. These are very interesting examples. Diving instructor? Any diving instructors out there? I don't know. Okay, so certified and certification are 2 key words you can use to talk about non-degree programs. I have a certification in, or I'm a certified job title. So those are some quick introductions to non-degree programs. I have a certification in cell culture. Marco, you have very interesting example sentences. Great. Victor says I'm a certified electrician would be the correct sentence. I'm a certified electrician. I'm certified in construction engineering. Nice, guys. Great examples, everyone. I'm a certified CCNA. What is a CCNA, Angie? I have a certification in computer science. I'm a certified pilot. Are you really one? I have a certification in industry security. What is that? Isn't certification the same as bachelor's? No, it is not. A bachelor's is a degree you receive from a university. A certification is not related to a degree. All right, I have to finish. control desk is telling me to stop. So I want to answer your questions. So if you have other questions, please do send them in the chat. I will check them and I will try to make a whiteboard or maybe another live stream about this topic. So we'll finish there for today. But thank you for all of your example sentences. Great work, everyone. Thank you so much. So we'll finish there for today. Next week, though, we will be back. Of course, we're going to be here next week. What's the date next week? October 10th. Wow, it goes so quick. Next week, October 10th, Wednesday. That is 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, New York City time. Our topic for next week will be explaining the very recent past. Some of you have asked about this. So like, I just finished this, or I just did that. So talking about very recently finished actions. We're going to practice past tense there. So please join us next week, Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, New York City time. Google it if you don't know your local time. So we'll finish there. Thanks as always for liking and sharing the video. We really appreciate it. And make sure to grab your free stuff this week. Of course, there's lots of other stuff too. Please check the link below the video on YouTube and above the video on Facebook. So thanks guys for everything. Enjoy your week, enjoy your night. I will see you again.